Okay, folks, thanks for listening to this late post here on 11 January, about 3:45 in the afternoon. Okay, hope you guys had a well and safe day and productive as well as we wrap up this day. And once again, thanks for listening. All right, so I want to talk about here uh, Jada Pinkett Smith's daughter, Willow Smith, and we're going to talk a little bit about Jada Pinkett's mother, okay, which is a very nice looking lady. But look, this is something that I saw on YouTube this earlier today that I've just found very disturbing. Okay, her daughter, when I say her, is Jada's daughter, Willow Smith. The girl is like 20 or 21, something like that. According to this podcast, you know, they have this reality show, okay, where they're interviewed and so forth about life and women's stuff. But what the problem with Jada is, her biggest problem is her mouth, okay? She talked too much. Talking out of her nose, the side of her ears, and talking out of her ass. And then she wonders why half the time she don't get no respect, okay? Anyway, Willow Smith, I guess they got on the subject about masturbation and so forth, okay? Willow Smith had attested that her grandmother had taught her how to masturbate when she was 9 years old, okay? When I take in those words or listen to the word, I take it in and I analyze it. And I find that very, very disturbing, okay? That somebody is teaching a young girl that young about things like masturbation, as far as like sex ed, okay? Something to that effect.
You've got mail.
I said this before, okay? I warned actually in Leviticus 18 about things like incest, okay, or inappropriate relationships with family members. Number one, you need to read it. You should not be, or you ain't supposed to be doing that, okay, with any family member. And there's reasons for that. Check that out in yourself. 18 and 20 Leviticus. All right? So that's the biblical part of it. All right? But you could have somebody's mind jacked up. I think that if a child that young takes too much stuff in, that I think that is not age appropriate. You already have 12, 13-year-old kids out here watching things like pornography and that type of stuff, okay, that they know probably a lot more about that than adults do, okay, younger than that, okay. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you happen to be a kid or whatever, maybe 12 or 13, man, hold off, man. Your time is going to come, okay? Ain't no need to rush. Go and get your workout, you know, and plan out what you want to be when you turn 18 and so forth, okay? You don't want to be no cat my age, all right? Can't read and write. You begging women for a different place to sleep and all that. You don't want to be. You do not want to be that person, okay? My camera's skipping, so forgive me on that. I just think, once again, there's some things that can be taught indirectly.
You've got mail.
But once again, some things, it's just for, I think, for people to learn on them for themselves. I believe that maybe at a certain age, I don't know. You know, I have two teenage kids, you know, 13 and 15, okay? And I just think that if you guys have children, right, approaching adolescence, okay, number one, you should let them know not to encourage dating, probably till they at least maybe like almost 18, okay? When they're on the way out, okay, of high school, that might be one thing. Okay, that way they can keep their mind on what they're doing, so we can severely cripple or reduce this child pregnancy thing. Okay, we're in modern times, y'all. Okay, to not to encourage dating, maybe to abstain for sex or whatever. Okay, the best way is not to